It's time for Around the Ozarks Rewind, brought to you by Kaleidoscope at the corner of Fremont and Sunshine. Here are your hosts, Woody and Janet.
Hey. All right, question number one.
You didn't even introduce
Tell
me.
them who you are.
Yeah.
What are we going to do
You did, whoa. Who are we?
Brooke Shields' eyebrows?
What?
Something must be done. Hello, everybody. This is Woody P. Snow.
This is Janet Lane.
And that's Janet Lane. She's my partner. She and I used to do a radio show. You know, this is kind of like doing a radio show, isn't it?
Kind of.
You finally figured it out. he finally figured it out.
People are hearing this.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I still dream about doing radio, and I'm never sitting in this room.
Really?
I'm always in some strange studio, but not this one yet.
I feel it. I'm feeling this now. I'm feeling this vibe.
What would you do if you hadn't gone into radio?
Oh, gosh.
You know, I feel like I was born for
Orange is the New Black comes to mind. I don't know. Not the show, the actual.
The Housewives of Springfield?
Probably. I didn't have a plan B.
When I was like in the third grade, and I thought, who are those guys? How do they do that? And I remember driving with my dad, and I thought, Dad, why aren't you on the radio? And he was like, that's for people. I don't know what but he thought, well, you got to
unattainable,
be. Yeah. You know.
Oh, that's what. Yeah, I used to make cassette tapes and talk. You know, when the shoebox recorders with the two buttons, the red button record, and record like a show. I didn't know that's what I wanted to do, but I did used to
I understand.
Do that, so.
I was a punch press operator and a spot welder for Chrysler up in Detroit. I was perfectly happy.
I cannot see you doing anything like that.
Oh,
You don't know anything about cars. You can barely drive.
But, and then I got drafted. I went into the Army, and I got out of the Army.
That's commendable, though. I love that part of your life.
Oh, thank you.
I do. I love your old stories.
I got some stories. But, I worked in factories, and I parked cars, and what did I do? Heavy equipment.
I haven't done a lot.
I worked in theater for a while, and then I stumbled into this radio thing down at the School of the Ozarks.
Kind of the same
But
here.
now I'm thinking, now that I'm not at a radio station.
What are you going to do with your life?
Except for today.
Yeah. Every other day but Thursday or whatever.
We're actually in a radio station. People don't know
love it.
because so many people are doing podcasts from home.
Yes.
Home studios now are everywhere.
I know.
But I've decided I'm going to become
I like being here.
A bartender.
I've done that. I have done that.
You have?
I'm honest. I was a bartender.
Do you care to tell us
didn't
where?
mean to be. I was remember the Hilton Inn?
Sure.
There was Merlin's back there, and there was the hotel. It was kind of a fancy place back in the day.
Right.
It's not even there now.
Songwriters Night there.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's not even there now. They
it's
completely leveled it. But I didn't bartend at Merlin's. I was in the little bitty restaurant called the Motor Club, which was in the restaurant, little bitty bar.
Uh-huh.
And I would serve.
It's a good thing it was a little bitty bar.
Little bitty bar, but I mean,
so you didn't have to walk too far.
No. Oh, contraire. I was my own bar back. Had to carry kegs and stuff back from Merlin's all the way.
What's a bar back?
Somebody who carries kegs and stuff back and forth, and beer and.
Well, I started studying it, and there's certain things that
Did you come in there?
You have to stay.
Did you ever come in into my?
No.
Pat Jones did. He was a regular.
I know the name, but I
Pat
can't
Jones,
place
his son owns the
musician?
Cowboys.
Oh, yeah.
And he owned Exotic Animal Paradise at the time.
He used to, yeah.
Yeah. He would sit at my bar from the time I got there to when I closed.
Jay Stevens gave us some passes to Exotic Animal Paradise.
We have some?
They're in your little swag bag. Oh, you didn't get one?
Yes, I did.
So let's go out there together.
That.
I feel
in
sorry
your car.
for them and
Do we
the
go in your
animals.
car?
Yeah, I have to clear some stuff out.
Yes.
So I found some things that that you want to sound like a real bartender. These are things to say, and maybe you've said them.
Okay, I'll let you know.
Let me get you a cab, Mr. Depp.
Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones.
Well, let me get your driver, Mr. Jones. That is
I'm only
true.
doing this till my acting career takes off.
Well, I don't think I said that. I didn't have another plan.
Uh,
I thought I was going to bartend there forever.
I just
Good
always
thing,
assumed-
because it's not there anymore.
we were talking about going into radio and your dad saying, thinking it's unattainable.
Mm-hmm.
I remember asking my mom, I saw something on TV about stocks and bonds, and I go, what is that? And she goes, don't even think about it. That's just for smart people.
She knew you couldn't do math, probably, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we
well,
both would
I'm
have
a
been.
long-term investor in Apple, and I'm doing very well.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
I didn't realize you were
and they're
wealthy.
going to be making cars pretty soon.
Apple?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
But well, never mind. But anyway.
iCar.
But
iCars?
But how? Why would your own mother say, don't think about that. That's for smart people.
Because you can't do math. She knew. She wasn't.
Dad told you don't be on radio because that's for talented people.
Oh, man. No wonder you're depressed.
What do you be fighting all odds?
I don't know.
Looks like
they
you've
did
made
worry
it.
about me a lot. I don't
Oh,
know.
my parents worried about me, too.
Okay.
But they didn't give you false.
though they
hope.
sure didn't.
You know what I'm saying? Like the people.
You know what happened, though? At a young age, I had a #1 hit record.
Well,
And that kind of shut them up.
I bet.
My dad was driving all over St. Louis, going to record shops, looking to see where it was charting, Look, it's #1 here, too. It's #1. Boy, that felt good.
I bet.
You know how you want to make your dad proud.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
I think that's all, especially for a girl.
They wouldn't be proud if I became a bartender.
You don't think so? My dad
No,
was
you know
still
what?
proud. He was still proud
They
when I
would
was a
say,
bartender. He
I
didn't
wonder
come
how
in
many
there.
people you're responsible for killing for driving drunk.
Oh, I didn't do that. I didn't let people drive home drunk.
Well,
It
how
was
do you
one
know?
of those bars where it was all locals that all kind of walked home, or you know what I mean?
How do you know?
wasn't-
What I mean, there's got
I
to be
can tell.
bartenders all over the place that overserved people.
Oh, I'm sure. I've probably been overserved myself. But the whole time I bartended there, I didn't even drink.
You didn't overserve? Well, no, you can't drink on the.
Well, no, I mean,
guess
I
you
didn't
can.
drink even outside hours, but I could tell if someone had too much,
All right, these are things that bartenders say.
Okay.
Okay, time to cut off the bachelorette party.
I never had one of those in there.
Good for you.
Yeah. It was
for
too
you.
small. Too small
Oh,
of a
let's
venue.
see. No, I can't flip bottles like Tom Cruise.
I probably did say that.
That was pretty good. Did
He
you ever see
was
him do
really
that? Yeah.
good, yeah. He does all his own stunts,
How about this
I believe that was really him.
Bud Light, get out of here, you woke with your woke nonsense.
That's a new one. It wasn't an issue back then.
No. Call 911. A guy with a Broncos tattoo just walked in.
What?
Now, I'm not sure I get that, other
I'm
than
not
there is
following.
a
I thought-
severe rivalry between the Chiefs and the Broncos.
Oh, I thought it was Chiefs and the Raiders. That was the big, I don't know. Is it Chiefs Broncos? Really? I thought more Chiefs Raiders. Of course, I was with someone who got kicked out of a Chiefs Raiders game, so maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Keep your hands to yourself, Mr. Unhappily Married Man.
Yeah, I think I've said that maybe once or twice.
Janet, please put your top back on.
What?
No, it's actually Brittany. I'd tease you.
Oh, no, I never took my top off.
Brittany, please put your top back on. Or Miley.
Miley, she's better. I like
very
Miley's
talented.
music. I agree.
Yeah, but
But speaking of Britney, have you seen her new reels on Instagram and
no,
Facebook?
I watch reels on Facebook.
She's lost something. It's sad. It's like you are watching in real time someone.
Wasn't?
Yes, she is
Wasn't
spiraling.
she a Mouseketeer?
Yes, with Justin Timberlake, Christina Aguilera,
And that.
Ryan Gosling.
And Cubby.
Who?
And Karen.
What? Oh my! You're going way back.
Let's see.
But no, seriously, it's sad. It's sad. I mean, she's still gorgeous, but
here's one. I
you
like
can
this one.
see it.
I don't just look like Scott. What's his name? Baio?
Scott Baio? Do I look like Scott Baio?
No, this is what a bartender says.
Oh.
I don't really get it, but
Because you don't know who he
I
is?
don't just look like Scott Baio. Is it Baio? Is that how you say
Baio.
it?
Yes.
I would say, I don't just look like Tom Selleck.
I am Tom Selleck.
Isn't his show off the air?
He does some sort of commercial now.
That's not a funny one. So speaking of
Why
radio,
Scott Baio? What made you think of Scott Baio, for heaven's sake?
because I wrote these down as I heard
What
them.
show is he on? Was he on Happy Days?
Wow.
Gosh, I never...
Which was a stupid show.
You say that about all the old shows. I
Man.
wasn't a fan of Scott Baio. I didn't get that.
I watched. I can't stomach Three's Company, and you loved it.
I did, but I was a little bit younger than you.
And
You know what it was?
and I
It
think
was the set design, the
Don
colors.
Knotts humiliated himself by putting on that stupid wig and playing that stupid.
Mr. Furley.
Yeah. You know,
Face right.
he made his
Can you see that again? I know it's radio. I mean, I know it's a podcast, but no one can see
Okay,
it.
so
I just,
so about
it.
for people who want to be DJs who might remember us and who want to know about being a DJ.
what does it feel like?
I always like to ask, you're a radio personality? Yes, I am. Well, are you good?
They ask you that? That's not the question.
No, that's what he asked them.
Oh, that's what you asked them.
That's what I'm asking you.
What?
Are you good?
Am I good? Oh, you know what? No.
Yes, I do. You called me last week to ask me what the answer is.
Oh, I did. No. Something that you said, it's impossible to think you're good.
Okay, if you're going to screw it all up, I'll do it.
I wrote it
Ask
down.
me if I'm good.
Are you good?
Well, it's possible to think you're good and be mistaken. But it's impossible to be good and not know it.
See, that's so profound.
She called me.
I called him.
10 minutes. Say that again. Say that again.
I couldn't get it. I couldn't get it. I couldn't get it in my head, and I couldn't.
I mean, that could go, I guess, for singing or
I
anything.
think it's correct in every way.
or for
See, here's the thing. I think my voice, my voice is not like
Yeah,
a
you
radio voice.
No,
Cindy
it's-
Rippey now that
actually,
used to be on
you
here.
and her can sound a whole lot alike.
Hey, Jan. This is Sin.
It's just remember this: no matter what you do, it's possible to think you're good and be mistaken, but it's impossible to be good and not know it. The trick is
Acting like you don't know
which
it, so
one
no
am
one
I?
thinks you're pompous.
I think I'm good. I know I'm good, but am I mistaken? Or am I good and I know it?
Well, you're saying if you are good, you know it. There's no mistaking it.
Yeah, but
right?
you
You wouldn't question it.
you don't really know you're good. You're thinking you're good. Is thinking the same as knowing?
No. I think a lot of things.
My
I don't
wife
know
thinks
much.
she knows. Thinks she knows. I mean, she states her opinions as facts.
She's pretty smart. She's a Minson.
She's good at puzzles,
Puzzles,
But-
like the wooden ones.
everyday life, anything. Putting things together. Like what's that furniture company that makes things so hard to put together?
IKEA.
Oh,
IKEA.
yes, yeah.
She can do that. Just no problem.
I used to do that with my kids' toys. I'm pretty good. I can look at the box, no directions, and do
Right.
it. But
Right. Now I
something
have
so
one more
easy,
thing, and
I can't do. Something simple.
there's a couple of things I wanted to talk about.
What was your deal with Brooke Shields?
Brooke
Her
Shields.
eyebrows. You started out.
Have you not seen her eyebrows?
I have.
I don't.
You know what it is?
Can't
They've
she
just
get
lowered.
surgery for those?
No, they've just lowered. It's weird looking. They were
Weird?
gorgeous when she was young because there was space between her eyelid and her eyebrow. Now the eyebrow.
Now it's all eyebrow.
It's the eyebrows kind of mesh with the
and
eyes.
she's selling beauty cream.
Yeah. Well, she hasn't had a lot of work done, at least. You could say that. She doesn't look like the Real Housewives.
All right, we have people that want us to talk about, let's see, people that don't put their grocery carts back in the corral.
Ugh.
That used to be me. It isn't anymore.
Really?
Well, that was too important. You know,
You were too important.
pardon
You
me.
knew you were good.
No.
Was that it?
I knew I was good,
God,
but maybe I was mistaken. No, but I always figure, well, hey, that guy that does this,
Janet'll do it.
that guy that does this for a living, I don't want to take his job.
You know who's doing it? Me. In the rain, in the snow, in
And then
heat
you're
like
taking
this.
a job away from a young guy.
I've never seen anyone in a uniform putting carts
All right.
in a cart corral.
Here's something else related to that in the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
You get a loaf of bread, and you're like 5 rows over from then, and you're in the cereal section or something, and you decide you don't want that bread, so you just put it in there with the cereal because you don't want to walk 5 aisles all the way back just to put it back in the
You do that?
bread
You're
spot.
you're that guy too?
I think there's somebody's job to go around and who wouldn't have anything to do if everything was put back correctly. That's why I go into Walmart and I mess up the clothes because
just to give him something to
some
do.
lady wants to come along and fold them and put them back neatly.
I don't think she does. I don't know. I don't think
What's she
so.
gonna do?
I don't know. I see
Sit
the
in
girls
the-
at
sit in the
Lululemon and
break
people
room
come and
smoke?
they fold things a certain way at certain stores, you know.
Lululemon.
Yeah.
All right, wait a minute. Let's see. There's one more thing. These are things. I got these from a nurse.
Okay.
And it's not husband things. Wrong things to say in the delivery room.
Oh.
My child was born on base in Fort Sill, Oklahoma.
Really?
And I wasn't allowed to go in there.
Why?
Well,
Why?
that's just, that's the Army. Or it was, back,
Was it not your child?
back then. Yes, it was. So here's some of the things.
I'm kidding. I know your daughter.
Let's see. This the one lady says, my ex told me my labor pains were just cramps and I should lay down and take a nap because he was tired. And it was on due date.
The ex told her that? That's
Yeah,
why he's
yeah.
her ex?
Well, anyway, let's see.
Mm-hmm.
My doctor said when having my second child, wow, your first really paved the way.
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. That's terrible. You know, you talking about all this reminds me that you were at my house when my water broke.
Yes, I was.
And I believe what you said to me, the first thing you said was, Jan.
Go have your baby.
No, you said, that's just pee. You're just peeing. I said, no, it's not. I'm in the middle of the floor in my own house.
You know what?
In my pajamas.
That was a weird night because I remember thinking I was going to wait there in your kitchen for you to have your baby and
You
come
came
back.
outside with your camera and took pictures of me as I'm sitting in the car holding my stomach going, taking pictures. And you said, I'll be here when you come back with the baby. I thought, wow.
Well, I went on home.
Did you after the second day?
Let's see. Here's another dumb thing. Can you turn up the TV? I can't hear over your moaning.
Oh, man.
My husband talked with the nurse about if he should sign up for Taco Bell's $10 unlimited taco deal,
Goodness.
where you can get a free taco a day for a month.
Jeez.
While they were holding my legs.
Oh, no.
He did sign up, and yes, it was a Tuesday.
I remember thinking I wasn't going to do the epidural up until the point where it was almost too late to get it. I thought, what am I doing?
Yeah, that happens
hit
to
me
a lot
with
of
that.
people.
Like, really? I will run into your needle.
What is it with people? Why do they want the pain? Oh, I want to do it naturally.
So you can have bragging rights, I guess, later to say, I had my child with nothing.
I think I don't think you can brag until your child grows up and turns out good.
Well, yeah. I don't know.
Everything else is a prayer.
Could you have a colonoscopy without anything? I know a lady who did. She didn't
Why?
I know, when they give you the Versed, it's the whole reason I go. I don't even have colon issues.
I ask for fentanyl.
I just go for the fentanyl. Oh, that's not funny. You could no.
Isn't
really?
Didn't fentanyl kill Michael Jackson?
No.
I think it did.
No, fentanyl killed Prince.
It did?
Yes. Michael Jackson started with a P. Dr. Conrad
Hey, you know what? We haven't talked about any politics today.
something. No. What did Michael Jackson? It was his doctor. He took it to sleep.
There's the sign. He's giving me the sign.
Is that
I gave him
what's
the
the
sign.
What's that sign?
I don't know why
Huh?
the N sign has to be so dramatic.
I learned that sign from Third Rock from the Sun.
Well, I don't even know what you're doing. It
He's
looks like
taking the back of his neck. And
it's like a tick.
are you trying to get the neck hair over your
Please,
head?
please.
I need to watch that
That's
show
the
again.
N. That's the N
You
sign.
can't take your hat off without a warning.
Sure.
It does.
I'm sorry.
I've known you
hey,
for
everybody,
50 years.
Thank you for the letters. How do they write to us, Jay Stevens?
AroundTheOzarks.com. Go on
AroundTheOzarks.com.
there and click email the show.
And click what? Nova what?
Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia.
Oh, we're going to throw everybody. Novacek. No.
Novocaine?
Novaderm? No. Nuvaderm? No. isn't that
Novoderm.
I think that's a birth control.
There's no such thing.
I don't know.
Okay, so we're done here, and we want to quit bothering you. Thank you so much for listening. Please tell your friends if you have any friends still. I don't have any friends anymore. I turned out
me.
You have us.
Yeah.
I turned out not to be a
that
people
was
person
so
after all.
sweet. You turned out to not be?
Yeah.
I saw that coming. From way back.
But I always have loved and cherished the listeners and now the people who listen to our podcast. Thank you, everybody. My name is Woody P. Snow.
And my name is Janet
P
Elaine
stands
Lane.
for, I'm not finished. Hello, I'm talking.
Well, it sounded like a pause.
Peeny weeny tipsy teeny
Well, if it was a
onioni
pause, he would've
despanoni
done the
achi
head
pachi
thing again.
damanachi am
That thing. Yeah.
Okay, now you've talked over my entire middle name.
I'm sorry. I think
Take
you
it
know what?
away.
You messed it up anyway. You said peeny.
See ya,
Peeny
people.
weeny.
Peeny weeny tipsy teeny onioni
I thought it was-
despanoni achi pachi damanachi an pan toots. That's
was-
my middle name.
I thought it was
It's the name my
teeny.
mother gave me, and I don't care what you think. It
Teeny
could have been
weeny.
Peter, Paul, or Pink. But a horse is a horse, and a name is a name. And doing good shows is the name of my game. And I think I'm good. But
You
I
could be wrong.
I could be mistaken. See ya.
Just haven't figured out his radio show.
This has been Around the Ozarks Rewind with Woody and Janet. If you have questions or topics for the show, email Woody and Janet at AroundTheOzarks.com.